Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing?
Thank you, sir.
You all look smart.
Thank you.
I'd like to welcome you to the chemistry lesson. Today, we shall be looking at a new topic. Can someone read for us what we have on the whiteboard? Yes, Jora.
Physical and chemical changes.
Physical and chemical changes. Can you all say physical and chemical changes?
Physical and chemical changes.
So today we shall be exploring the physical and chemical changes. But before we go to the details of the physical and chemical changes, I'd like one of you to remind us what we looked at in the previous lesson. What did we look at in the previous lesson? Yes, Elena. Can we appreciate Elena? We looked at matter in the previous lesson. And how did we define matter? Could someone define for us matter? I'm going to pick someone who's raising up their hand. Yes, Polly. Matter is anything that has weight and occupies
Space.
Wow, brilliant. Let's appreciate Polly. I'd like someone to come and demonstrate to us how matter occupies space and how matter has weight. Anyone to demonstrate that practically? Anyone to demonstrate that practically? Yes, Isabel. I'd like all of you to pay full attention to what Isabel is going to demonstrate to us.
Good afternoon, Isabel.
Come here and demonstrate how matter has weight and occupies space. As you have this book is matter. That's because it occupies space and has weight. When you get this book and you put it on top of your desk or your single seater, it has occupied space, as you can see it here. So this is the space it has occupied. Then when it comes to weight, when you carry this book, it is like kind of heavy. So that's the way they are talking about. Same applies to the set. When you put it here, it will occupy space. When you open it still, it will occupy space. It has weight. When you excuse me, when it's empty or has something inside, it still matters. And even the air occupies space. And when you drop the air particles, you put them into a balloon, like that balloon filled with helium or any gas. Like the air occupies space in the balloon, and still the balloon will gain weight. Thank you for listening.
Very coherent and authentic. That's very good. Let's appreciate her once again. Well, indeed, she has demonstrated very well how matter occupies space and has weight. So we have the laptops. I'd like you, in your free time, to go ahead and research more on the different examples and how you can demonstrate why matter occupies space and also has weight. But today, significantly, we'll be trying to understand how does matter change from one state to another, and what kind of a change is being explored when matter changes from one state to another. So we have two different kinds of changes. And what are those two different kinds of changes? Yes, Giga.
Chemical change.
Chemical change, very good. Let's appreciate him. Any other change? Any other change? Yes, Rona.
Physical changes.
Physical change, very good. Let's appreciate Rona. So today we shall be trying to understand what is a physical change and what is a chemical change. So our targets of today's lesson is to understand the difference between physical changes and chemical changes. The differences between physical changes and chemical
Changes.
Can someone read for us the next target that we have? Our next objective is yes.
Tell evidence of physical changes and chemical reactions.
Tell evidences of physical changes and chemical.
Reactions.
And what is the last objective? What is the last objective? Yes, Nasonga.
Categorize changes as physical or chemical and show examples of each.
Categorize changes as physical or chemical and show examples of each. So by the end of this lesson, every single one of you should first of all know the definition of a physical change and a chemical change. But also be able to give the examples of a physical change and a chemical change. And also categorize those particular examples as physical or chemical changes. Now we are going to watch a very simple video so that you can have an insight of the physical and chemical changes. So I would like you to pay very keen attention to this video. The main emphasis should be on the changes that are being observed. And after the video, I expect every single one of you to write down something about the physical and chemical changes. And also be in position to come up with the definition of physical and chemical changes. So at the end of the video, every one of you should write down the definition of a physical and chemical change, and also note down some examples of physical as well as some examples of chemical changes. Let's watch the video. Pay attention. Okay, I can see you are following very closely. When you look at that, do you think that is a physical change or a chemical change? Do you think it's a physical change or a chemical change? Let's think critically about it. Let's think like scientists. Would it be a physical change or a chemical change? Yes, Trisha. It is a chemical change. Let's appreciate Trisha. Very good. Let's appreciate Chibuta. Very good. How about a chemical change? Yes, Emmanuel.
Chemical changes is a change where matter changes.
A chemical change, yes, Emmanuel.
Chemical change is a change where matter changes.
A chemical change is a change where matter changes. That's a very good answer, but we can make it more coherent. It's a very good answer, but we can make it a little bit more coherent. Very good. Let's appreciate Shona. So what we can see from the video or from this presentation, that indeed we have two changes. The physical change as well as the chemical change. And we have noted with a physical change it is reversible, whereas a chemical change is irreversible. So I would like you to use these few minutes that you're left with, go to the internet and research about the examples of physical changes and the examples of chemical changes. Can we do that very fast? Oh well, we have come to the end of our lesson. I want to thank you so much for your genuine cooperation and keep inspiring you to love success and to love winning. Success goes to those who work for it. And I believe every single one of you will live to your dreams. So go out there, make research, cooperate with your friends, love God, and be